Hi friends, today we discuss about how to check a system specifications and what is the configuration. We can use a third party software in order to check system specification and the model, make and all the features which contains in the processor and also the motherboard and RAM. Let's see how to check that one. First we need to open a browser. In a browser we jump into google.com. In google.com I will tell you one software, third party software. It's called CPUID. CPUZ. It's a free software in order to check specification for a Windows PC. So this is the cpuid.com. We need to select the cpuid.com. Under this we can find lot of software packages for available on this. So first we need to select here a classic version. Under classic version we need to select a setup file of English. So we can download this setup file from here. It's hardly around 2 MB, so I'm jumping to the path of CPUZ. So CPUZ is downloaded here, 1.97 version. So by clicking on run, it will unpack the software. So in this it is asking for license agreement. We need to click on I accept the license agreement. So we need to select the path to install and click on next, and it will create desktop icon and it will install the software. It's already installed the software. You can view a readme file of that software if you are interested. So after this a new icon is placed on desktop. So we need to find a new icon on desktop. If it is not created a desktop icon, so we need to search here under search character. So here we can find a CPUZ, or you can search here CPUZ. So if you select CPU, then the icon is created. So you can pin to taskbar. So icon is available here. So if I open this one, it will load the software. See, this is the CPU which I used in my system. For example, it's an AMD Ryzen 3 1200. So its code name, maximum TDP of that power, and socket type AM4, technology of how many nanometer is used to develop the processor, 14 nanometer, core voltage is 0.928, and what is the specification of that model. For example, it is a F family, model is 1, stepping is 1. These all specs of that processor, and what are the instruction set it will support. For example, it is support MMX, SAC securities up to 4.2, 4A, and 86 and 64 instruction set it will handle, and AMD virtualization, AES encryption, AVX, FME and SHA encryptions and all it can support. And what is the core speed it will available here, running core speed, and the bus speed and multiplier. This is the cache memory. It is having 8-way, 4-way, 8-way, 16-way. It is a type of cache memory. It is 32 kilobits of 4 times, like that it was available. It is 2 into 4, for example 8 MB. This is 1 MB. This is like that we need to calculate. So it is having 4 cores and a 4 thread for execution. So if we go into motherboard, it will show the motherboard details. Under motherboard it's ASRock motherboard. AM320M HDV R40. PCI 3 is supported, and it is a Ryzen SoC is supported on this motherboard. Its BIOS is developed by American Megatrends, and graphic interface details and all it will showing here. So if we jump into memory, under the memory it's a DDR4 16 GB is there. This is the DRAM frequency and timing, latency, all these things will be shown here. In SPD you can select, if two slots or RAM slots are available, you can select slot 1 or slot 2 to see the RAM company and specification. It is SK Hynix in the slot 1. It is 8 GB. It's XMP also supported. XMP for overclocking also supported with the RAM. And slot 2, if you select, it is from Samsung. It's a data company RAM is used here. So these are the frequency and the operating latencies and all the details, technical specification. If you go into graphic card, it's a basic graphic card Asus EFH5450 series graphic card, 1 GB is there, and we can simulate the bench test with comparison with single processor or with reference to double processor. We can run, we can do the stress test against these processors, available processor as a reference. I'm not doing that. So this is a software. You can save the report in text file like txt. You can save here what is the specs of system details. You can find here. You can open in notepad. You can find all the threads and core frequencies, all the details of processors. Like this, entire detail will be available here. PCI compatibility, all these things will be available. So this is the software used to check the hardware specification of the system. Any system you can check with using this software. CPU Z or CPU ID is the website. You can download from that. Thank you. I will drop a link on my YouTube video. So please subscribe and encourage me. Thank you for watching my video.